30-second coronavirus test being developed by India and Israel jointly should be ready in a matter of days, according to Israeli diplomats. This testing kit requires a person to blow into a tube, and that's pretty much it. And the results become available in seconds. Israel sent a top-level delegation to India in July to develop a new rapid test in cooperation with top Indian scientists. This research mission was dubbed Operation Open Skies. Officials believe this kit will allow airports around the world to reopen and to rapidly test passengers. And with me now is Dr. Ron Malka, the Israeli ambassador to India. Sir, is this test, do you think it will be a game changer? Could it be deployed at Ben Gurion Airport, get the skies back open?
Yes, the main idea of this test that we are now in the last stage of analyzing is that it will give results within less than a minute, few seconds. So it's a joint between the Israeli MOD and Indian MOD under the, I would say, the supervision of the scientific advisor for Prime Minister Modi. And the main idea is to check few technologies that might be able to give us results within few seconds, less than a minute. So we named this operation, this joint research operation, Open Skies, because if we'll manage to get this valid technology that will give us this result, the desired results, it will first and foremost open the skies. We can put like these devices in airports and then open the sky for that.
Ambassador, tell me more about the process. I know that a team of Israeli researchers, the best minds, went to India this summer. Then what happened next? How did this become the end result?
Well, we should start from the beginning. The cooperation, the joint research between Israel and Indian scientists has been going on for a long time, since Israel and India declared a strategic partnership. So after the breakout of the pandemic, the prime ministers of both Israel and India had some conversations, and they decided to collaborate, especially on finding solutions for fighting COVID-19. And since we realized that it will take time until we manage to immune all the population, we decided to focus on trying to find rapid tests for COVID-19. So our scientists, best scientists, and the Minister of Defense in Israel, decided to join research with the best scientists of the Minister of Defense of India and to work together to find these rapid tests. So they tested tens of technologies. 4 of them got to the last stage. We started the experiments, the tests in Israel, and then we continued in India to upscale these tests. And we managed to take 25,000 samples within 9 days. A delegation of researchers from Israel that came to India and joint research with scientists, leading scientists from India, and together in a very comprehensive operation, simultaneously working in 5 different hospitals, we managed to take 25,000 samples.
Wow, that's an incredible number, 25,000 in a little over a week. Ambassador, now that the test, as you say, is almost ready, it'll be completed and ready to be mass-produced in days, who's doing the production and how many tests do you think you'll need? I mean, if you want this at airports in India, in Israel, around Europe, you're going to need a lot of them.
Let me please clarify. We still didn't get the results of this research. So we are waiting. Within 2 or 3 weeks, we will know for sure if we manage to get a valid technology, one of these 4, maybe a combination from these 4 that will give us the requirements that are very strict requirements of both specificity and sensitivity, because we want to have a reliable, a valid test that will give us in high accuracy and will be sensitive enough to find each and every case and specific to determine that it's really COVID-19 and not other viruses, especially not coronaviruses. So we are in the last stages of analyzing these samples, and within 2 or 3 weeks, we will know for sure if we manage to find this valid, I would say, technology that will meet those strict requirements.
Are there other tests, Ambassador, already out there, I mean, like this, where you don't have to send it to a lab? It can be done on site within seconds. What makes this special, do you think?
Well, since, as you mentioned, it's local, so we can mass product it, mass use it. It will be very cheap because you don't need to send it to a laboratory and bring it back. So it's done locally. And as I said, there were some threshold conditions. We tried tens of technologies, but only 4 met those, I'd say, threshold conditions. It should be very fast, very accurate, cheap, and something that we can mass produce. So once we get this technology, if we have one that is valid, we are also preparing ourselves now for mass production, and mostly here in India.
Yeah. Well, congratulations, sir, on the success so far. Dr. Ron Malka, the Israeli ambassador to India, and what promises to be perhaps a game-changing test. Thank you so much, sir, for being with us.